All right, okay. This is a brand new channel. This is a brand new channel. It's for those that are into audio and video production. And you're welcome. Just relax with the sound in the background. I'm just going to share the knowledge that I have to help other people. So it's going to do with music, with audio, with video, just content creation. If you create content, most of what you need, I'm going to give it to you. It's going to be one of the best channels on the planet Earth. Okay, so just the day of this recording, as at the time of this recording, I was working with OBS like I used to, but OBS deleted my files. So I went on a forum to go and check out what's going on, if other people experience that their files were deleted or deleted by mistake or something like that. And I was very, very shocked. So I tried to search for how to solve the problem or if it happened to other people, and maybe I could learn something about something like that. See, blah, 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 blah. I know many of you don't have time to waste. So I also wrote a comment myself. But I like that when people have problems with a computer or they're trying to solve a problem and they have to go to Reddit or Quora, I wish there was a video channel where those things can be answered by video or by a person. So that's why I wanted to make a video about that. So I found a way that could help you. So listen very carefully. I don't want to waste time. I could have said more things. So if by any reason OBS, for doing screen recording and streaming, somehow you don't find your files, I've just recovered some of my files. And I want to share with you what is the issue. Let me start from the most important thing for you not to lose your files again. Because how did I lose my files? Like, I was doing something the night before this night, the morning, and for some reason I wanted to do some remix and change the... Anyway, let me just get to the point. What you have to do is this, to avoid you losing your files or your recorded scenes. Hear me and hear me well. It may have not happened to you, but if you use OBS, be very careful. So when you go here to settings, right, and your output recording, in this case, there's a place where you normally save your recordings. Right? I don't even know if I can do it right now. I'm recording. What you're going to do is this: recording path. Listen very carefully. Don't create a folder and you name it something that you like with OBS. In this case, I called mine OBS recordings. Don't create a folder in your Windows or your Mac and say, I'm going to keep all my stuff there for OBS. I am telling you, don't do that. Just let them go into the root. For example, maybe, say for example, you have this disk. You can just go into this disk. Let's just go into the root like this. For example, if I click this, then it just go into the root folder. Some things for OBS are here. Like this one, they never got deleted. The ones that are outside like this, nothing happened to them. So it's like OBS, while it's doing its thing to go and get the files that you have saved in the folder that is set here, that's the problem. But if you set it to the main disk, it cannot delete anything from there. It's not possible because it doesn't know what is what. So that's my first advice. So here, I can do it now. I would have just put I. This I is one of the drives. I'm not going to put any folder. Just let it go into the root. So when you finish doing what you're doing with your OBS, finish with the thing and name it and keep it somewhere else and upload it and finish your job. Don't keep it pending. If you want to keep it pending, put it somewhere else. So know that anytime you have a folder that OBS is going into, if you have to keep a folder, then once it's in that folder, move them away from there. So if you have a folder for OBS here, I don't know if you're hearing me. When the songs or your videos and your files are there, remove them from that folder and put them somewhere else. So that if this OBS is going to mess with it, it doesn't find anything there. Or preferably, Don't choose a particular folder. Just let it go into the root of the disk itself. OBS is very organized. You can know you can know the files for OBS when you see them, so it's not going to be so hard to find. So that's the first and most important thing, so you don't lose files anymore. Okay, so I'm just gonna, do I even click OK or something? So now, here is what I did in my case. It was in my USB drive. The funny thing is that when the files got deleted, the folder was still there. It was this disk. The folder was still there, and funny enough, for example, if the files were deleted, like let's say, I would have realized that the space of the disk would have been more, but it still was the same space. So if the files really were deleted, I should have more space in the hard disk or on the thumb drive. The space was still there, but I could not find the file. So I'm like, okay, maybe the files are there, but I searched everywhere. This was the one I'm talking about. It was full of so many files. I think the one I'm recording right now is happening right here. It's the time of recording. The files were all here, but they were gone. I didn't see any file there. And I was trying to record a new one, and I was like, blah, blah, blah. I don't know what was going on. Boom. I don't know what exactly happened for the file to be deleted. But I can tell you, don't keep this kind of folder. Like when this one is done right now, this one are new ones, they might not be deleted, but I'm going to move them away from here, and I'm going to use them for what I want to use them for, and let the job be finished. You know, or keep them away from this folder that OBS is seeing. So I'm going to choose a disk, not a folder. I really needed to emphasize that. So what I did, so as I searched for for example, as I searched for the files, I couldn't see the files. So here's what I did. So I went ahead. I have what's it called this thing? Can I turn this one off? Yeah. A recovery. Data data recovery. So I get a data recovery. And most of the data recoveries are very bad. Most of them are bad. One of the best, listen to me, one of the best data recovery is disk drill. Unfortunately, I can't have it to work. So what I now did is, listen very carefully to me. So, can I even go back here? So what you just do, of course, you know how to use a recovery program. So I did a scan of, thank you. I did a scan, and then after I did the scan, you know, there's the quick scan, and there's a deep scan. In this case, this is the name is so easy. It's not easy. ESUS data recovery, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so I used the one in the deep scan results. And I could see, I noticed, okay, also this was deleted too. In fact, this folder, this is what happened. This folder, once I deleted it myself completely. And the folder that I called the OBS blah, blah was, all right, so as I was saying, so I looked, after you scan it, after you do the scanning, you do the deep scan. In this case, it's ESUS data recovery. Then I noticed that this is the disk I'm scanning. So I just go to deep scan here. And this is the OBS screen recorder. Anything you see that looks like what you're looking for, you know, you might find something red like this with it. Well, I hope it comes out. This one that are white, like maybe they are not, whatever. So what you just have to do, for example, like, so when you see them, when the scanning is finished, of course, you can just tap it, highlight it. When it's all finished, you can see recover here, downstairs. Here's another thing, don't forget. When you're recovering the file, if you can also find the same files in the quick scan. And if you recover those, the files will not play. The files will play and be like error. So I'm telling you now, use the one that you find from the deep scan, which is this one here. Your same files. So for example, if I want to recover this one, for example, so I just highlight it, then I right click, then I click recover. But make sure that if that disk is there, don't recover into the same disk that you're trying to fix. So in this case, my disk that had the problem was this disk called new creation. It was this disk I. So now I'm going to recover it to a different disk. I'm going to recover it to this disk F. So now I'm going to recover it now. I'm going to click save. I'm going to run like this. And please use the MKV for OBS. So I think I don't even know which is it. I think it's which of them it is right now. Maybe this one, yeah. And you can see it's working. So it's working. So that is how you do it. So if you don't do these steps I'm saying, it may not recover well. And in case this recovery program does not work, then go and buy the disk drill. Because some recovery program will recover your stuffs, but then they will not play. Some of them will recover it, then it will fix it. So that's just how you solve your problem. So OBS got to deal with this problem. They got to deal with this problem. So signing out. Please subscribe to this channel and let it grow big. We want views. Subscribe. You're going to get videos like you've never seen before here on this channel. I love you. Peace.